Hello, I'm Jaki Valensi-Lauper, and welcome to another exciting edition of Jaki's Buzz. So welcome all you buzzers out there, and hold on tight because we have a very exciting episode today. Michael Friedman, a meteorologist, don't you like the sound of that? A meteorologist is joining Jaki's Buzz, so tune in to Michael Friedman, who was on Fox 61 in New Haven, Hartford area for many, many years. So we're very excited to bring him on. Thank you, Michael.
Hi, this is Charlotte, and I'm here today with our newest member of Jaki's Buzz, Forris Day. Hi, Forris, how are you?
I'm great. How are you, Charlotte?
I'm well, thank you. It's great to see you.
Well, it's wonderful to be here.
Tell us a little bit about the movie.
Thomas Edward Seymour wrote, directed, and acted in this movie, London Betty. Now, it's about three friends. Billy, who was played by Thomas Edward Seymour, Volgo, who was played by Russ Russo, and Jess, who is their friend, she's a prostitute.
Huh, interesting.
And these two guys are thieves. Jess is played by Margaret Rose Champagne. Now, it's an interesting friendship because these two guys are known as the Tchotchke Thieves. Now, they're called the Tchotchke Thieves because they do have morals. They'll only steal stuff from people's backyards. So it's a very interesting friendship. Betty, who is played by Nicole Lewis, wonderful actress. She comes from London, and to get a job in a newspaper, and she gets a fluff piece at first, and she doesn't really like that. She really wants to be a hardcore newspaper reporter, so she wants to take the mayor down. She wants to expose him. So the story is her meeting these three friends, and it's the four of them and their antics trying to take the mayor down. Overall, this was a very good movie. Clint Howard, who did the narration, think Wonder Years, that type of narration.
Okay. All right.
This guy sounded great. He took this independent film and I thought made it like, you know, a real big production. Overall, a great movie, and we're going to be rating our movies here with buzzers.
Excellent.
From 1 to 5 buzzers. Now I'm giving this one 4 buzzers.
Wow.
I really liked
Excellent.
London Betty.
Well, you heard it, folks. Thank you so much for us.
We're so excited to have Michael Friedman here with us today. Michael is joining us as our weatherman, and Michael Friedman was on Fox 61 for many years in the Hartford, New Haven area, and has just started WeatherTalk.tv. Tell us a little bit about that, Michael.
Yeah, WeatherTalk.tv. I'm trying to launch a weather brand that will be, first, a website that will be loaded with all kinds of fun weather content. The idea is to get people talking about the weather. It seems like people I meet everywhere of all stripes, ages, what have you, once you get them going, and sometimes you don't need to get them going, love talking about the weather.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on with the weather.
The great American philosopher, diplomat, thinker.
I like that, very intellectual.
Is it Benjamin Franklin? What did he once say? You can't catch lightning in a bottle. Oops, just did. Sorry, take that back. No, that's not what he said. He didn't catch it in a bottle, it was on a key, allegedly. He also did once say, in life, Jackie, there are what? Lies, damn lies, and statistics. Right? You heard the expression, Ben Franklin all
Lies, damn lies, and statistics.
But he forgot the fourth thing. There are also damn statistics. Highest dams in the U.S. The Oroville at 770 feet, then the Hoover, then the Dvorak, etc., etc. Let's talk about the winter we just concluded, 2009 into 2010.
Right.
And we'll talk about it in the context of Connecticut, New England, Metro New York City area, including New Jersey, Pennsylvania. Let's just say the Northeast Corridor.
I like that.
What we call Boss Wash. Do you know why we call it Boss Wash? What's on the two ends?
Boston.
And?
Washington.
Right. The Northeast Corridor. The Northeast Corridor, the I-95 corridor, suffered a miserable late winter. You remember all the recent storms. There was that one weekend storm. I don't remember exactly the date, but it was a Saturday night into Sunday morning. It just thrashed. So February and March were brutal for nor'easters that pounded us with wind and rain, and in a couple of instances, snow. But we also know, well look, let's just let the statistics do the talking.
There
I got bullet points. We like bullet points, right?
I like that.
Okay.
I like that. Very fancy.
This is what we've got from 2009-2010 winter just concluded. Snowiest winter ever. Snowiest winter ever.
Really?
Where? In Philadelphia.
Oh, okay. I was
in Philadelphia, the Northeast Corridor. Philly, 78.7 inches. Baltimore, 72 inches. Our nation's capital, 54 inches. Bridgeport, bringing it a little closer to home, had the wettest March ever, almost 10 inches for the month. Wettest March ever. The month just recently concluded in Providence, since we're talking to New Englanders. 16.34 inches, and of course, tragically, I believe in some cases, I think a lot of property was lost with record floods in the Cranston area just a couple of weeks ago. So Providence, wettest March ever, 16.5 inches almost. Boston, the north end of Boswash, also had the wettest March ever with 14, almost 15 inches. And the greatest two-day rainfall ever in Providence. 8.79 inches for March 30th.
That was the big rainstorm.
And the 31st. Why were we hit all over the place? All right, Jackie.
Why, Michael? Why were we hit all over the place?
Ever heard of El Nino? How's your Spanish?
I have heard of El Nino. My Spanish.
Okay, El Nino is the name given to a phenomenon that occurs. All right, here's a map, obviously not to scale. There's the North American coastline, Pacific Coast, see, Alaska, West Coast, Baja California, Mexico, a little bit of South America. There's the equator, the blue line, and there's Peru and the coast of South America. Well, over the tropical Eastern Pacific.
And what is this right here?
That's representing red, warm, fire, heat.
Quite fancy, our maps.
That means above normal by 5 to 8 to even 9 degrees Fahrenheit above normal seasonal temperatures at the surface waters of the tropical Pacific toward the eastern half of the Pacific Ocean. When they are warmer than normal, it's called El Nino, and it feeds storms, as it did this past winter, a storm track across Baja California, Texas, northern Mexico, where they would explode over the Gulf of Mexico and move up to the north toward us, he's the northeastern U.S., and kind of get stuck and not move very much. So dump a lot of rain and get really, really deep, meaning the pressure would get so low it would look like the funnel in the drain of your bathtub when you're draining it. And that would really draw in strong winds off the ocean. Here's the USA, because it's not drawn to scale, it's a sorta USA. All right, so where are we, Jackie? Here's what I'd like you to do. Take,
I feel like I'm in school, wow.
Yes.
Am I going to have an exam or something?
Yes, here's what I'd like you to do. Just take this green Sharpie paint pen, so be careful with this paint, and draw a circle generally around where Connecticut and, well, New York City up to Boston.
Oh, no.
The general area.
Oh, no, I'm going to let you do that.
All right, Jackie, you want to do it with me then? Okay. I would say, what, right about here?
I'm going to wreck it. I know I am.
All right, here we are.
We're having pen issues.
We're having pen issues. All right, let me try this vertically, real quick. So you see, this really is live TV, isn't it?
It is.
Come on. It's a paint pen. All right, well, that's not going to work.
With the better
Here's
pen?
the Northeast. Can you get that close up, Mike? All right, there's the Northeast. What is going to happen to us is we are going to realize how spoiled we have been. It was 90 degrees in New York City just the other day.
Yeah.
And in southern New England also, we had record-breaking temperatures from what was probably our first Bermuda high, which is high pressure out over the ocean, pumping in the heat and the humidity from the southwest, right?
Right.
So it's hot, it's warm, and even building humidity. Well, now what's going to happen for pretty much the balance of April is the average weather pattern. And again, not every day necessarily, but we average out the pattern, or at least the computers do it for us and we interpret the computers. The average pattern for pretty much the balance of April will bring us back to mid and late April reality, meaning temperatures will stay around where they ought to be this time of year, because we're going to have a general large area of upper air low pressure over Quebec, Canada, pushing in generally cooler air masses fairly regularly for the next 6 to 10 days and maybe beyond into the rest of April. It's really going to warm up in the middle of the country.
Now, what is normal, would you say? For
I would say red pen for heat.
Yeah, like temperature-wise, for us in April.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Jack.
Michael, you're so funny.
Well, for April is upper 50s to around 60.
So we leave you at Jackie's Buzz with a very funny Michael Friedman. Thank you, Michael, for
Twitter,
joining.
Weather Talk. Twitter,
yes, join us. Twitter Talk and
Weather Talk.
Weather Talk at Twitter. Weather Talk
underscore
at
TV.
Twitter. And Jackie's Buzz.
And Jackie's Buzz.